sometimes has been scary. Like, you don't know if you're going to make it, and eventually you do. And then eventually as a woman, you start making your own money, and it's completely different. Personal life is harder, I would have to say, working on second marriages and combining families, that's so hard. That's a different kind of hard. I don't know what the future holds, but that's my goal, is to clear every single person that I possibly can. And, it's a one-on-one.
Hi, Second Half Chronicles community. I have a brilliant product developer and entrepreneur on the show today. I'm so happy to introduce Kara Poloni. Here's just a little bit about Kara. So after extensive experimentation, Kara cleared her own skin in 14 days and remained acne-free for 5 years, until now, using the ProMyacin program that she developed. So Kara had tried numerous products, including medications, skincare brands, and advanced treatments, all of which failed to eliminate her acne. Kara cleared a significant number of family and friends before bringing the ProMyacin program to market in 2020. The ProMyacin program is now available to everyone, promising makeup-free, silky smooth skin. ProMyacin wasn't developed by professionals, but by Kara's personal quest for an effective acne solution, although she is a medical professional herself. She says, "I'm not building a company, I'm building greatness." So I present to you Kara Poloni. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Second Half Chronicles podcast. We're so excited that everyone's here, and we have a guest today. I can't wait to introduce you to Kara Poloni. Hi, Kara. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, so first, I think I would like you to just introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about who you are and just anything else you want to share.
Yeah, sure. My name is Kara Poloni. I'm actually from Utah. St. George, Utah, which is, I don't know if you know, but it's about an hour and a half north of Vegas. So we get beautiful weather all the time. But anyway, my name is Kara, and I invented a skincare product that, my company is called ProMyacin, which is right behind me. ProMyacin means pro medicine. And so it basically just clears acne really, really fast.
Awesome. And you know what? I cannot wait to get into that and just a little bit, because I am like one of your huge fans for doing that. So thank you for coming on Second Half Chronicles. I wanted to, so I don't know if you know this and some of my other new listeners. So I started a blog about 6-7 months ago called Second Half Chronicles. And in that blog, I revealed that both of my grandmothers lived until they were about 94 years old. So they lived and they just had these vibrant lives. They were just amazing women. And I kind of had gotten into a little bit of a slump in my late 40s. And I was like, oh gosh, what's life about now? And when I realized, wait a second, I'm going to be 47 years old. I'm about half their age when they passed. I may have a full nother second half to live. So I know none of us know when it's our time to go, but that was kind of an awakening for me, and super excited about that. So that's what this podcast is about, kind of just looking at like, what are women doing in the second half of their lives? They're doing amazing things. And this is why I chose you. I loved your product. I see how hard you work with your business. And I think, geez, I need to have her on my show. So I invited Kara here.
Thank you. And like you, I'm 46. So I, definitely as you get older, I love the idea of your podcast, because the end of our life is kind of like make it or break it, right? Like that's your legacy, is to, leave a good legacy and be a good person and try to help others and be kind. And so I love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So tell us a little bit about what you're focusing on now. You can talk about your career, personal, anything like that.
Yeah, mostly mine is just the skincare. I work on it every day, all day. I sell nationwide, so it's kind of nice. I have my own teledoc platform. One of my products is a prescription strength. So, I have doctors that write the prescription for me. So basically I'm a skincare consultant. I help you through the whole process. And, my clients are clearing in 7 to 14 days. Most of them are 80% more clear. So it works really, really fast. And, people see results the first day, second day, and because it works so fast, people love it and they continue to use it. I've had people with me for years, but I've never had the chance to market. So we're just getting ready to like market nationally. So I'm excited about that.
So exciting.
Yeah, because
So
it's only ever been word of mouth. And so I've just kind of cleared people as they've come to me and, helped them. And it's pretty amazing to take some kids who have just such severe acne to flawless skin, in record time. And so I love my job and I really focus on it. I really don't have a lot else going on in my life.
yeah,
I wish I could say that I'm traveling and doing awesome things, but right now it's all my life is kind of focused on the company.
so my sister turned me on to you because I battled acne. I've battled acne my whole life, since teenager all the way through adulthood. I mean, people would say, "Oh, once you start having babies, that should go away," or no, it never went away from me. So she turned me on to you, and maybe you can tell everyone. Anyway, it's been amazing, and the ProMyacin, actually the one that you were talking about, um, the medicated one. So maybe you can kind of break that down just a little bit. So you tried a lot of things, right? I mean,
Yeah. So
yeah.
my story's similar to yours. Like I had tried everything. I broke out from 19 to 38, pretty much nonstop. Just never had clear skin, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to not have beautiful clear skin. And so I had, everything's on my website. You can read my story, but I had tried everything that you could possibly buy, whether it was a professional treatment at a medical spa or I did Accutane 3 times. And, I used to just break out through my cheek area and then all over my neck. And so, long story short, this is kind of a funny story. I went and got a laser pill because they told you it would help with the acne.
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, you're just going to have a sunburn for like 24 hours." And I was like, "Okay, that's not too bad." I had scabs on my face for 3 weeks.
Oh,
Like I wouldn't leave the house. I thought it was going to scar. And I thought, that's it. I'm tired of the professionals. They're not doing it. I had a dermatologist for 10 years. So I ended up experimenting and it took me like a year. It took a really long time, but I ended up making a concoction and I cleared my own skin in 14 days. And then I cleared family and friends for 4 years. And then, it's slowly coming to market and I'm excited for it to kind of push quickly just because it works so well.
it
And
works.
I had flawless skin, so I went from horrible skin to flawless skin. I cleared myself I was 38 and I'm 46 now. So I've had flawless skin, as long as I'm using my product. So it's a medicated icing that you sleep in. And then I also did create my own formulas for a face wash, a moisturizer, a serum, and a kiss mist product. So
I love it.
I love those are all natural. So
and
the only one product, which is ProMyacin, is the medicated product, just so you don't get confused.
So amazing. They're all amazing. But that ProMyacin, there's a lot of skincare out there. There's moisturizers, there's all kinds of things. But when you're battling acne and that's going on 25, 30 years of battling acne or whatever it is, and you're just embarrassed all the time, you have no confidence. So when you clear your skin, because I remember you texting me and saying, how are you clearing and how long has it been and, things like that. And I love the way you use that term clear because it has felt so clear and it's made me so confident. And so, yeah, it's been amazing. So, well, thank you for going all the way into that. I know I don't usually ask my guests.
Your niece too. She has flawless skin now. How old is she? I think she's
she's 17. I think so.
So is she 17?
Oh, is she 16?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
No. Oh my gosh.
She's our age.
She's gonna listen to this and be like, "Aunt Kara, you don't know how old I am." I'm gonna be like, "Oh." Well, I forget things when I'm on this camera like this.
So cute though. So I cleared her. Yeah, I cleared her and her mom. They both use my products now.
Mm-hmm. She was first, and then my sister turned me on to you, and thank you for sharing. So you're doing all this amazing stuff in the second half of your life, and I just want to throw that out there too. So
yes, it is the second half of my life.
I love it, and I think that's what this podcast is about, is showing that kind of us women moving into our 40s, our 50s, our 60s, we still have like mad skills. We
Yeah.
still are able, we can still
Yes.
contribute to society like huge, and
Yeah.
I think that's mainly what I want to kind of get out there, the word out there, and help other women feel that same way,
Yeah, I know that a lot of women, actually, the first part of your life is, having baby, getting married, having babies, living that whole life, and then you don't expect to get divorced. I've been divorced, and so
Mhm.
you spend your whole life as women, helping your husband. That as a woman, at least I have never had the chance for my own thing, and so
Right.
I don't know. Mine wasn't as supportive, Anyway, we get divorced and then I start my whole company and then, so it's really been two different phases of life, right? Like you support your husband and then you get divorced and you literally don't have much because you have to separate and go your own way. And I know a lot of women struggle with divorce and trying to make money and trying to survive. And it's hard, especially when you've relied on someone most of your life. And then now you have to make money and, you
Yeah.
know,
And
yeah.
I think I want to get the word out that there is life after divorce, and there
Yes.
is life after. There's life after this. There's life after that. I had a gal that I interviewed, my very, very first podcast interview. You can go back and hear it. And that was one of the things that I gleaned from her. She's an amazing coach. And she's like, I just want these women to know that there's life after. So
Yeah.
you're kind of in these down places, and it will come up, and you can be awesome.
Yeah. When you're in the moment and you're going through that storm and you're just going through a tough time and you don't, you know, it's been scary, even for me. Sometimes it's been scary. Like you don't know if you're going to make it, and
Mhm.
eventually you do. And then eventually as a woman, you start making your own money and it's completely different. It's completely different. I've always grown up with like, oh, you're married to a doctor and he makes money and takes care of you and you live this life. And, I did for a little while, in the beginning of my life, but once you get divorced and you leave, you have none of that. Like you
Right.
just are completely on your own. And, I had to start completely over. And
Mhm.
so I'm, it's a touching time to just kind of survive on your own. And then when
It
you make
is.
your own money, it's a totally different,
Yeah.
totally different. How do I want to say it? It's just happiness. It's a
Yeah,
totally
I was gonna
different
say
happiness when you make your own
liberating,
money.
and it feels super independent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
super independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question right here, where do you see yourself going in your second half, career or personal?
Um, Personal, I would say personal life is harder. I would have to say, working on second marriages and combining families, that's so hard. That's a different kind of hard. But business wise, I plan on surpassing, Rodent and Fields and Proactive and all those skincare companies that, claim to help with acne, but they really don't. Maybe they help some people. And, if they're helping you, great, keep using them. But I wasn't looking for something that just helped my skin. I wanted something that was like clearing my skin. And so
Right.
when I came out with my own product, my goal is just to surpass everybody else. And I haven't done it yet. So this is a great timing to do this podcast.
Oh, I love
And
it.
will I get there? I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but that's my goal, is to clear every single person that I possibly can. And it's a one-on-one. It's not, you just don't buy my product and go out on your own. I help coach you through everything,
Oh
make
yeah.
sure you're clear, make sure you know how to use the products, and then you kind of keep using them, right? And
Yeah.
so
Oh
I
yeah.
know you're still using my products.
You've been amazing, and you'll also coach us on like, okay, so in the beginning you want to, wear this every night, and then you can scale back. And I mean, you've been amazing. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, the ideal is to scale back. You use the mask once a week and you won't even get a zit. Like it just, your
Hmm.
makeup goes on better, your
Yeah,
skin, like it's so much better to do makeup when you have perfect skin
I
than, I
know.
spent most of my life with bad skin. And so I hated doing makeup. I hated doing it. And now I love it
I
because
know.
I have flawless skin. And um,
All those
I'm
lucky
excited to
ducks.
see where it goes. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, to wrap up this interview, unless you had anything else to share, we have some sentence finishers.
No, this is my heart shirt that clear your skin with love.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Okay, here we are. Here we go. The world needs to realize that those in their second half are.
I would say, first of all, lucky to be here because I know a lot of people don't make it to their second half. And I think once you make it to your second half, you're a little bit more educated, you're a little bit more, you've made mistakes, and so you know what not to make. And so for me, the second half of my life is really just excelling for myself personally. You know, I've helped everybody else, you know, the husbands, I've helped everyone. Now it's kind of focusing on me, my company, my daughter. I have one daughter who's she's 18. I can't believe it already, but you know, she'll have flawless skin because of me. She never really went through the acne phase because we started her on my products at 13. And so she's just been super lucky to have it. And so the second half is just really success for me.
Awesome. Okay. And then you'll finish this sentence here. I'd like to tell everyone in their first half to
not trust everybody. I've trusted a lot of people in my life, and you get burned really, really fast. And you have to, as sad as it is, you have to rely on yourself a lot of the time. And I wish that wasn't the case because I love family and friends and they help you along the way. But when things get tough and things get hard, they don't help a lot. A lot of people don't help you. Like you kind of have to pull yourself up. And so when you're young, you make mistakes and you just learn from them and keep going and just trust yourself.
Yeah. Oh, that's great advice. Okay. So this last one, hands down in my second half, I will
succeed, or I will die trying. I love Elon Musk when he said about his companies, because he almost went bankrupt several times. And one of his quotes was, what did he say? If I just lost my train of thought now. He would be decapitated before he gave up on his companies, right? So he kept going, and then he hit success. I kind of feel like that's where I'm at. You know, you keep going, you don't give up, and you just hit success. And that's kind of where I'm going in my second half. And I hope I'm here to see it. I've got a great team behind me. I've got doctors, I've got pharmacies. The people that help me now it's business, and I'm excited for the future.
Oh, look at you. Awesome. Okay. Where can people find you or support you or follow you?
Yeah. So right now my website is just my name, karapoloni.com, and that's KaraPoloni.com. I also have an Instagram, which is Kara Poloni, and then I also have an Instagram with ProMyacin, and ProMyacin is behind me, but it's ProMyacin, which means pro medicine. And so I have a ProMyacin Instagram. I have I have both of them, and but mostly my website. You know, if you want to check out any of the skincare products, and you can always reach me there.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on Second Half Chronicles today. I know your story will be uplifting to somebody out there who hears it. And to our listeners, live boldly, love Karami and Kara. Hey there, we're super excited to announce the release of our interactive journal. It's on Amazon. It's called My Second Half Chronicles Journal. You can find it if you just type that onto Amazon. It comes with several pages of discovery exercises with a bunch of journal prompts, 200 writing pages. So the owner can go through a series of exercises. They can write about their second half. They can kind of rediscover themselves, find their inner child. And it's an amazing gift book for someone who might have everything, you know, and they're living in their second half. So check it out on Amazon. Thanks. Love you. Thank you so much for listening today. Please show some love to all of us at Second Half Chronicles by giving us a follow or subscribing, and please share an episode with a friend. It would mean the world. Until next time, live boldly, love Kara.